And good afternoon. My name is Konstantinos. Today is Tuesday, 23rd of December 2025. And in this video we are going to see DSL. And DSL stands for Digital Subscriber Line. One of the two most popular broadband choices for home use is Digital Subscriber Line, or DSL in short. It utilizes existing phone lines and provides fairly reliable high-speed access. To use DSL, you need a DSL modem, see figure 8.1, and a network card in your computer. The ISP, or the Internet Service Provider, usually provides the DSL modem. The one shown in figure 8.1 is also a router, but you can also purchase them in a variety of electronics stores. You use a network cable with an RJ45 connector to plug your network card into the DSL modem. See figure 8.2 and use the phone cord to plug the DSL modem into the phone outlet. And in figure 8.1 we see a DSL modem. Let's continue. Figure 8.2, the back of the DSL modem. Before I continue, the particular device is both a modem and a router. And you may wonder why both a router and a modem? Because technology allows it. And here we see a gray cable from, let me zoom in order for you to see clearly, more clearly the letters on the socket. So you see DSL1. The particular cable is called RJ11 to BT11. And let's see an example of the particular cable. So this is the cable. This is the RJ11 side, and this is the BT11 side. So this side is connected to our modem, and this side is connected to the phone wall outlet, or else to the let me see. Yes, to the phone outlet of the wall. And here we see two examples of an Ethernet cable. An Ethernet cable is responsible. Here is another example. An Ethernet cable is responsible to transfer data between two devices, between two computers. So if we connect the particular cable between a computer and the router, the computer is able to connect at first to the router, at second to the Ethernet, and at third to any available device on the local network, either wirelessly connected or wired connected. And as we see here, the available ports in the back of the router / modem is the power port, the reset port, the Ethernet /WAN port, the MOCA port, 4 Ethernet LAN ports, a USB port, and 2 DSL ports. So that's why this is the reason for the particular device to be called both a router and a modem. It's called a modem because it's able provides the opportunity to connect the proper wiring in the particular device and have access to the internet through the proper phone outlet of the house or of the company premises. And in addition, it provides the opportunity to connect either through a wire or wirelessly to the local area network, and in addition to connect to the internet. So the typical small office, home office modem and router is like the particular device. And as a note, instead of plugging your computer directly into a DSL modem, you can plug your computer into a router, such as a wireless router, and then plug the router into the DSL modem. This allows multiple devices to use the DSL connection. Again, you can plug your computer into a router, such as a wireless router, and then plug the router into a DSL modem, into the DSL modem. So what the author of the book implies in this paragraph is that instead for us to connect a computer or a device directly in the Ethernet LAN ports of a particular DSL modem / router, we can do the following. So wireless router. Let's go to images. So we may purchase, let's say, a device like the TP-Link AC1200 dual band wireless cable router. So let's have a bigger, a more clear view of the backside of the particular device. So what we can do is the following. We may purchase a device like the particular one, and here is a socket, an Ethernet socket in blue color with the indication Ethernet. We connect the particular port with an Ethernet cable, with this type of cable, to the Ethernet LAN socket of our modem / router. So by doing this, we avoid to connect any particular computer either wirelessly or wired in the particular device. And what we do is we connect all the devices we need in the secondary router of our Soho premises. So as we see, in this socket we provide access to the Ethernet to the particular device, and we have 4 Ethernet sockets and 4 wireless antennas. So we are able to cover a large area of our premises with a wireless Ethernet, and also we are able to connect 4 computers. Maybe we may connect a network printer and a network scanner and so on. We may set up, in essence, with a particular a wired and wireless router a small office, home office network, and the only relationship between the particular device and then DSL modem / router provided from our Ethernet service provider could be the Ethernet connection, the cable from the Ethernet LAN port of the ISP modem / router to the light blue port of our secondary router, wireless / wired router. Let's continue. In order for the class to be engaging, there are actually several different forms of DSL, including high bitrate DSL, HDSL in short, very high bitrate DSL, VDSL. For example, VDSL connections are capable of providing, let's say, 80 megabps download and let's say 20 megabps upload. Rate adaptive DSL or array DSL in short, symmetric DSL or SDSL in short, and asymmetric DSL or ANDSL in short. Example of an ANDSL connection, a connection that is able to provide 10 megabps download throughput and let's say 1 or 2 megabps upload throughput. The most popular in home form of DSL is ANDSL. It is asymmetrical because it supports download speeds that are faster than upload speeds. So remember this for the exam, that an ANDSL, an asymmetric digital subscriber line, it is called asymmetrical because it supports download speeds that are faster than upload speeds. And dividing up the total available bandwidth this way makes sense because most Ethernet traffic is downloaded, not uploaded, and that's correct. Imagine a 10-lane highway. If you knew that 8 out of 10 cars that drove on the highway went south, wouldn't you make 8 lanes southbound and only 2 lanes northbound? This is essentially what NDSL does. And a note from the author of the book: NDSL and voice communications can work at the same time over the phone line because they use different frequencies on the same wire. The first NDSL standard was approved in 1998 and offered maximum download speeds of 8 megabps and upload speeds of 1 megabps. Today we will see telephone companies offer maximum DSL download speeds of around 30 megabps with 5 megabps uploads. The speed you actually get will vary depending on a lot of factors, including the distance you are from the phone company's equipment. And an additional note from the author of the book: you will probably see internet providers offering broadband speeds of 1 gigabps or faster, and they might call it DSL. Technically, though, speeds that fast are fiber optic connections, which are covered later. Over the last few years, the lines between DSL and fiber optic Ethernet have blurred considerably. It used to be that you ordered one or the other. Today it is more common to order a broadband speed and the provider figures out if they will give it to you via traditional copper wires, DSL, or fiber optic. It usually depends simply upon which type of cable is run to the curb in front of your residence. Let's repeat the last line. It usually depends simply upon which type of cable is run to the curb in front of your residence. And while most existing homes have copper coupling run to them, not all have fiber. DSL providers are replacing copper with fiber, but it will take a while for all of the old copper line. But it will, again, let's read the line from the beginning. DSL providers are replacing copper with fiber, but it will take a while for all of the old copper lines to be replaced. Conversely, new construction might have fiber optic coupling, but no copper. Ultimately, the DSL provider will tell you what speeds are available to you based on the wiring type available at your location. Okay. It's a large continuous paragraph. This is a minus for the book. One major advantage that DSL providers toot is that with DSL you do not share bandwidth with other customers, whereas that may not be true with cable modems. To summarize, here are some advantages to using DSL. Advantage number 1, it's much faster than dial-up. Number 2, your bandwidth is not shared with other users. Number 3, it's generally very reliable, depending on your internet service provider. In addition, there are some potential disadvantages of using DSL. DSL may not be available in your area. Okay. There are distance limitations as how far away from the phone company's central office you can get. Again, there are distance limitations as to how far away from the phone company's central office you can be to get DSL. Usually this isn't a problem in metro areas, but it could be a problem in rural areas. Disadvantage number 2, DSL requires more hardware than dial-up. A network card, a network cable, a DSL modem, a phone cord, and line filters for each phone in the home. And you usually pay a monthly rental fee for the DSL modem. Disadvantage number 3, the cost is higher. Lower speed packages often start off at around $30 to $14 per month, but the ones advertised with greater data rates can easily run you $100 a month or more. And eventually, disadvantage number 4, if you are in a house or building with older wiring, the older phone lines may not be able to support the full speed for which you are paying. That said, DSL is a popular choice for both small businesses and home users. Again, let's read the line again. That said, DSL is a popular choice for both small businesses and home users. If it is available, it is easy to get the phone company to bundle your service with your landline and bill you at the same time. Often, you will also get a package discount for having multiple services. That's correct. If you chose to have a phone line along with a DSL connection from a specific Ethernet service provider, then most probably the Ethernet service provider will issue a discount in your monthly bill. And in addition, often you will also get a package discount for having multiple services. Most important, you can hook up the DSL modem to your router or wireless router and share the Ethernet connection among several computers. And a note from the author: to see whether DSL is available in your area, go to www.dslreports.com. You can also talk to your local telephone service provider. And the last paragraph: with many people using their mobile phones as their home phones and landlines slowly fading into history, you may wonder whether this causes a problem if you want DSL. Not really. Many phone providers will provide your DSL. Many phone providers will provide you DSL without a landline, called naked DSL. Of course, you are going to have to pay a surcharge to use. Of course, you are going to have to pay a surcharge for the use of the phone line if you don't already use one. And a tip: Tech Plus exam objective 2.7, compare and contrast common Ethernet service types, wants you to be familiar with DSL, cable and fiber optic wired connectivity. And that's all for today. This is Konstantinos, and see you in the next video. Have a nice and wonderful day.